Welcome to Thermofax Thursday. Today I'm going to show you how to use discharge paste in your Thermofax screen. The one I like to use is by Discharge. There's another one called Decolorant, and this is where it gets confusing because Decolorant just stopped producing theirs, and Discharge bought the Decolorant name. So I'm assuming in the future it will be Discharge Decolorant instead of Discharge Discharge Paste. But the purpose of these items, this gloppy texture stuff, is to take color out of dyed fabric. And you have to do a bit of experimenting to see what will work. Some dyes don't discharge hardly at all. Turquoise is well known for not discharging. Some dyes discharge to colors you would never imagine. Sometimes you can find a black that will discharge to this awesome kind of rusty color, and sometimes it'll discharge to a blue-gray color. You cannot predict what it's going to do. So discharge place is a weird thing. You can see it is gloppy. It's I don't know how to describe this texture. It's glutinous. It's kind of gross. You can thin it down a little bit with water if you need to get it to pull through your screen properly. So I have a larger circle screen here, and I'm just going to put it across the top as usual. I'm going to put a nice generous amount on here. It is truly strange texture, very strange texture. All right, then as usual, hold it firmly at the top and pull down. With this one, you definitely want to use a little bit of pressure so that you can make sure it goes all the way through because it's a little bit thicker consistency. And I'm going to put the excess right in here. It has a little bit of an odor, but it's not terrible. All right, so now you can see it just is wet, and we have to wait a couple minutes and let it dry. All right, so this is our discharge paste, and it is totally dry, so then we take it to the iron. And you just kind of have to iron it till you're like really, really bored. Look at the magic happening. Steam helps. I use the hottest temperature and steam. If you are doing a lot of this, you want to do it outside or in a well-ventilated area. Like if you're doing yardage, you definitely, for a small piece, it doesn't really matter. But, you know, like anything, use precautions if you're doing a lot. So you can see it's discharging, and it will keep discharging for quite a while. You kind of have to, like I tell my students, iron until you're really bored. It'll keep going. It's just so, I love doing this process because you never know what you're going to get, what colors you're going to get, and it's like a surprise in every package. Here it's getting a little bit of yellow. Now, one thing I want to say with discharge, you never know for sure after you iron it. You always have to wash out any extra discharge paste because the color will shift, sometimes dramatically, sometimes not, but sometimes very dramatically. So this one is, I could keep ironing a little bit longer to make sure that it's fully discharged, but I want to show you the piece after it was washed out. You can see the color shifted just a little bit, not a whole lot, but it's a little redder. This is pinker, more magenta, and this is a little bit, has a little bit of yellow in there maybe. So this is after it was washed out. So always wash your discharge afterwards and keep ironing. This needs to be ironed a little bit longer, but it's kind of boring to watch me iron, so I won't make you do that. Have fun with this technique.